Excel provides many error checking tools. As you will be working through formulas, there are times when you will be making some errors in the formula. The first error that you will be making is by starting the formula. In this scenario, autocomplete function will be helpful for you to complete the error that you will be making while writing the formula. So as of now, you can see the autocomplete function is helping me to complete the formula. I can simply click on it and you can go ahead and take the help of the autocomplete function to complete the formula. Next is if you go into the formulas tab and you come into the formula auditing group, you will find this option that is error checking function. This is the full-fledged error checking function in Excel. If you click on that error checking button, it will go ahead and check for the error in the formulas throughout the worksheet, and it will highlight where the error it finds. Click on OK. So now I will go ahead and make some error in this formula. I will remove the row number from the cell and press enter, and you can see that now there is an error into that formula. Excel is finding an error, and here there is a contextually sensitive option next to formula. You can see, click on it and it will show a drop down stating that whether the user want help on this error or show the calculation steps. So let's see, I click on show calculation steps and it will open this dialog box. And now you can see that there is an underline under D, so it is highlighting this option. I'll go ahead and click on evaluate to check out with the other arguments, and you can see it has showing the error onto that particular section. I click on close, and now I fix the problem. I select here D8 and press enter, and you can see that the formula is working fine now. So let me now add one more formula to show you the evaluating features. I have added a new formula over here, that is if this section is smaller than 50, then it will go for reorder, or if it is greater than 50, then it is fine. It will give an option that is okay. I press enter, and you can see since it is less than 50, it is showing reorder. Now I will go ahead and try to evaluate this function. I click on that formula and click on evaluate. So you can see here this dialog box will open and we have the formula view over here. I click on evaluate, and the first argument that it has resolved stating that 41 is less than 50. I again click on evaluate. It gave me the result that the first argument is with the true result, and I click on evaluate. Since the first argument was true, hence the result is reorder. So it has given the reorder result over here. You can click on the restart to restart again the evaluation, or you can just close it down. One more nice feature is if you double click on that formula, it will highlight from where it is taking the cell reference. So you can see it is in blue color. I press enter, and also in the formula auditing group you can trace the precedence and the dependence as well. So let us check. If I click on trace the dependence of this particular cell, you will see that this cell is dependent on this, and this is the precedent for this cell. And let's check out what is the precedence for this cell. It is deriving from this area.
So these are the most commonly made errors into the formulas which I have highlighted. And first is forgetting to start a formula with an is equal to sign. That is, you can see whenever we have to start the formula, we have to start with an is equal to sign. So most of the commonly made error is we forget to start a formula with an is equal to sign. Next is match parenthesis. You can see the brackets or the parentheses, you can see we should able to match them. Now here there is a nested formula, so you can see the parentheses are been matched. So the next commonly made error is we forget to match the parentheses, and that's why we get an error. Third is forgetting the colon for cell ranges. Whenever you select a specific range, most of the time we forget to insert the colon sign, and there should be a colon sign in middle. Next commonly made error is we are entering all required argument in the function. That is, we need to use the autocomplete function to complete an argument. Many a times if we don't use the autocomplete function and we type on, we forget to complete the argument, and that's why we get an error. So make sure we are using the autocomplete function. Next, another commonly made errors is always use the double inverted comma around the text values. You can see I have inserted the double inverted commas in my text values. So whenever you have to insert a specific text in the formulas, or you want the result as a particular text, make sure that you are inserting the double inverted commas in that value. Next is enter the number without formatting. That is, you can see the format here for a particular number 500 is in general format. Now in case if I want dollar, that is $500, so most of the people do an error by doing this dollar sign and then they write 500 and press enter, which is wrong. Basically you just have to enter the number general format and then you have to apply a dollar sign this way, so that the number format stays as it is, and the view you can see that it is a dollar. So make sure that whenever you enter some number, enter it without formatting. The last commonly made error is the circular reference. When a formula refers back to its own cell, either directly or indirectly, it creates a circular reference. For that, you can go into the formulas tab and you can click on evaluate formula. This will help you to avoid the circular reference. So these are the most commonly made errors into the formulas which I have highlighted, and you can go through it and we move on to our next tutorial.